Okay, guys, so I think 15 or 16 people have joined. I'd say it's a good quorum, so we can start without waiting and without wasting our time. But as I told you guys, I hope you all of you are able to hear me and see my screen well.
Yes, Will.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Right. So I was saying,
Yes, yes.
as I texted on WhatsApp group, that not many of the members were ready to join today for the class to start with the technical topics, right? Hence, I made it very clear that today we will have a class, but we are not starting with the technical topics right away. We'll just discuss the concepts. And if you have any questions related to this course or related to uh, cloud or market or in general, any questions you have, we'll be addressing that. We may have one session today, one session of 40 minutes, or maybe two sessions. Okay, so I see yeah, 21 people have joined. So let's start, guys. I have shared the syllabus with you. I hope everyone has got it. Everyone has downloaded the PDF, gone through it. You guys read it properly. If not, I would request you to please do that. Do not just blindly trust on anyone, including me, just because I have mentioned something and I have written it in a fancy way. That does not mean it covers everything. Go through it and look that, let's say you are targeting some XYZ technology or some XYZ interview, and this was the crucial topic for you. And maybe that topic is not there in the training module which I have shared, right? So that should not be the case. So at least let me know, bring it to me, and I will very clearly and concisely I'll confirm whether I can cover it or whether I cannot cover it. So I don't want you guys to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time, right? It should not happen that I am teaching some XYZ and you wanted to learn ABC. That should not happen. So I'm requesting all of you to go through the brochure which I have shared, go through the brochure very thoroughly, very carefully, read it, check it, and let me know if you guys think something has been missing, that this should have been there. Okay, I wanted to learn this. Wanted as in, I mean, there are many things to learn, right? Wanted as in related to this course. Now you want to learn AI, that is a different thing that cannot be covered here. But I am talking about specifically Azure, specifically AZ104 and 305. So, so the topics which I have mentioned, they cover most of it, but even I have left few topics. That is based on my experience. I have noticed or I've realized कि यार इन topics को पढ़ के कोई फायदा हो नहीं रहा है. They are not asking this in interview, और unnecessary हम अपना time और energy और focus उस पे waste करते हैं. But that is my perception, I would say. वो मेरा खुद का आंकलन है, right? But still, if you guys think नहीं, this is a part of AZ104, which is given on Microsoft's website, and I want to learn, it could be for the interview purpose, could be for learning purpose, could be for anything because you're paying for it, right? So do let me know. Then I'll confirm it whether I can accommodate that topic in the same training or not. So at least you will be free to take your call whether you want to continue with the training or not. Okay, whatever I have shared with you guys, that is based on my experience. And for last 3 or 4 batches, it worked very well. We have been doing great based on the same portion, based on the same topics. But still, I want you guys to go through that and check it once. So I hope all of you have the PDF, and anyone who doesn't have that PDF, the one which I shared on day one. In fact, before starting our classes, I've shared that. This is the PDF I'm talking about. I'll just drag it to this screen so you'll be able to see it. Here it is, guys. This is the PDF I'm talking about. This is fine. This is just the introduction. These are the topics I'm talking about. So I'll be covering these topics. So did you guys go through that what I will be covering? Do you have any questions related to this? Do you have any questions or any requests that can we add this topic? Can we remove that topic? Anything? So if you have not gone through, please go through this brochure once and then get back to me. Maybe in next session, we can have a discussion on this one. And if people who have already went through this, please let me know if you have any questions. Yes, guys. Any questions, any doubt do you have in this one?
No.
Okay, great. So one more PDF I
So
have shared
Sohail,
with.
some are
Okay,
Sorry,
some other
yes.
topics are there. Some of the topics are there. We are still working on the same in our organization,
Hmm.
and some are there. It's a new to us, so I don't think so. We will be especially I will be removing any topic from here. It's good that I will be learning something new.
Great.
I don't think so. I will be removing any topic in that.
Sounds good. I just want you guys to be very practical about it, and I want to be very transparent about it. Just don't want to charge you guys with the sake of the PDF and this fancy words. That should not happen. Go through it thoroughly, check if it is suitable for you or not, and then decide. Now you have whole week before transferring the fees. Make sure you check that. There's another PDF which I shared in the training session. I haven't shared this with you guys, but I just shown it to you in last session, right? So this is nothing. This is just the elaboration of those topics which are written on that PDF in a different order. I told you that I have written it in a different order here. That was just maybe for the sizing purpose or looks, or it could be anything, right? So topics which I have written here, we will not be covering in the same order. In which order we would be covering, that I have shared differently. But that should not matter. I'll make sure that I do not take any haywire topics. For example, migration is the crucial topic, I would say. Most demanding, most difficult, and even if you don't know anything and if you can speak migration question and answer, trust me, you will be in. Interviewer will take you. Because no matter what kind of job is there in the market when it comes to Azure, 50% of that job, it is comprising of this one, uh, migration. Okay, so everything and anything is related to migration. You can create new machine, it is related to migration. You can delete something, it is related to migration. And there are thousands of companies who have thousands of servers in physical and virtual machine form, which are still on their on-prem, and they are gradually moving to cloud. So the maximum work and maximum opportunities available in the market, those are related to migration. So migration is the toughest topic, and we'll be focusing and we'll be giving more time over there, right? But just because migration is the toughest topic and it is the very demanding topic, I will not teach you that at the very beginning, right? Because I know until you know that what is cloud, what are users, what is group, what are roles, tenants, administrative unit, unless you know these things, you will not be able to understand migration. So I'll make sure, no matter how it is written here, no matter how it is written in the other PDF, I'll make sure that I take the training in a manner in that order which helps you to understand the next topic. Yes, Ajay, you have some question?
So I just wanted to clear as you are talking about the migration. Migration means exactly it's particular thing that is we are migrating data from one system to other system, or there are multiple things that will be there in the migration.
We'll discuss everything. Whatever comes under migration, we'll discuss everything. Don't worry. Guys, migration is a topic I will not leave for you. So there are some topics, there are some important topics, and there are some topics which are less important. So few topics are there which I'll just explain it to you and I'll leave it up to you guys. Go ahead and read it, guys, and that's all you have to do. But there are few important topics, and migration is one of them. So when it comes to migration, I'm not gonna leave anything to you guys. I will compare and complete everything. I'll complete each and everything, whatever comes under migration. And just to answer your question, in brief, when it comes to migration, so migration could be your data migration, your web apps migration, your virtual machine migration, uh, your services migration, could be any kind of migration, your SQL migration, anything which is there, or your on premises you want to get it to Azure, that is a migration. Anything which is there in AWS, you want to get it to Azure, you that is migration. Anything which is there in AWS, GCP, IBM, any other cloud, you want to get it to Azure, that is migration. And vice versa, if you're getting out something out from Azure to other cloud, that is also migration. But here we are learning Azure, so I'll stick to Azure. I will take Azure as our destination. Otherwise, even if you're taking your servers, and that happens, it's not like that Azure is a leader or market or anything. It happens. Sometimes people take out their servers from Azure to AWS also. That is also migration. But because we are learning Azure here, so we'll keep the destination as Azure. So whether we are getting our servers from AWS, whether we are getting our database from AWS, we are getting our apps from AWS, anything and everything, whatever is running there on premises or AWS or GCP or any other server or virtual machine or physical form, if we want to get that to Azure, that is migration, and that we will learn from end to end. And it's not only from other cloud, from one Azure subscription to another Azure subscription. If you're moving some servers, that is also migration, but that is very simple thing. So when an interviewer is asking for a migration topic, that is implied that he's talking about on-prem to Azure. Azure to Azure migration, it's a matter of 2 clicks, though we will do that also. But trust me, when an interviewer is asking, he will not he will not specify that he's talking about on-prem to Azure migration. He'll just say, tell me something about migration. So technically, you can talk about migration within Azure, which is very simple. You can finish the answer in 2 lines. But it is implied that he's talking about migration from on-prem or from AWS or GCP to Azure. If you're giving Azure interview, and in this case, obviously, we are discussing Azure. So we'll be covering that also. Okay. So now see, I told you that migration from subscription to subscription, maybe you did not understand what is a subscription. That is the reason I told you that I'll make sure that we take the topic in such manner, such order, that when you come to next topic and I am referring to something, you should know that. So before we go ahead till migration, migration is almost the last topic we'll be touching upon. So before that, you'll have to understand the basics. What is the subscription? What are the tenants, right? So we'll be doing that. But today we are not starting that. Uh, about the course fees. That's okay. Course fees we can discuss on one-on-one. I have not been discussing the amount and anything here. Uh, so course fees we can discuss on one-on-one basis. Uh, Okay, so we will be going in this manner. Mostly I'll be following this OneNote and I'll share this with you guys. I'll share the read-only copy. If you want, you can save it as a local copy and you can make it on your own copy. Here I have complete documents, articles, answers, and everything here. We have been practicing from this OneNote, and almost whoever has clear interview, they have been reading from this. I'm not saying this is a Bible. This is something which we have prepared. This is not a copy paste answer. I did not do this, that this is the question and let's copy paste the answer from cloud. This is from my batch 1 where we guys worked on this, collaborated the information and worked on this, and now we have this final version. So you guys can follow this or save a local copy and make amendments as per your requirement. Okay, but here we have tried to give you a final version and the interview answer sort of thing. Here we have given the question bank. You will have the access to this also. I told you these are not the questions which I have pulled from Google. These are the questions which which we have collected with our experience. All the candidates who are going for interview who attempted the interview from my class, from my house. So we noted the questions, we recorded and everything, and then we got it in this the last form, the writing format. Okay. This is something DevOps, not a part of our course. I will be still sharing it with you. If you guys can understand, go through with this. If not, leave it. Nothing related to this course. Okay. So only these two files, this should concern you. And this one has everything here, from Azure Active Directory to Azure Compute to Azure Network. These are the main focus in Azure. In Azure, we would be, if we divide Azure, when it comes to reading, if I divide it in 4 major topics. So one would be Azure Compute, Network, Storage, and Load Balancer. Active Directory and migration, those are the different things. Okay, components, if I'm talking about, so compute, network, storage, and load balancer. These are the 4 uh, I would say the technical topics we have, or the major topics we have. Okay, Azure Active Directory is something different, migration is something different. These are the 4 major chunk we have: compute, network, storage, load balancer. So we'll be discussing in the same order, same manner. But I'm again repeating, guys, myself. We are not starting any technical class today because we do not have sufficient quorum. People requested to start from next week so they can manage their shift, or they can manage the laptop or whatever they wanted to. So we have accepted that request. Apart from the videos on YouTube, can you suggest some reading material? Uh, Zen, reading material. mm, if you want, I can share you the books which I get being a trainer, Microsoft trainer. We do get some separate books. I can share those books with you. But there in that book, just for one topic, Azure Active Directory, you will have a book of 300 pages. If you really think that you can read that much, trust me, I would suggest you drop from this class. You don't even require that class. If you have that potential to read those kind of books, trust me, don't waste, do not invest your money here. I'll save your money, and I'll share those books with you for free. I won't charge you anything for that. I'll share those trainer books with you for free. But to explain one topic, they have given 300 pages. It's up to you that how you fetch out the information out of it and read it. Right? So if you think that you're good at reading, I'm not saying that no one can do that. Okay. Obviously, people are there, they read books. So I can share those books with you on one-on-one basis. Go through them, and if you think that it's suitable for you, feel free to study with them. Other than that, study material, I would say I'll share this one. uh, you can read from this. Trust me on this, that whatever questions are here, all these questions, they have been answered here. Not exactly in this format that there is a question and answer, but all these questions, they have been covered here in their respective topics. Okay, still I'll share the details with you if you want. And yes, you can go ahead with those books and read it. Other than this, Microsoft articles are there. And then when we go to portal, I'll show you where to read, where to okay, let me open that portal for you once. Though we'll do the portal.
I have a one question.
Yes, please.
You just a little back, you showed some Accenture question and something. So can you
Hmm.
please provide us that notes over the drive? Like, can you give the
Yes, yes,
access of those?
I told you, right? I told you guys that I'll be sharing this OneNote with you. So you will have access to complete uh, data, this one also with pictures and everything,
Mm.
and you will have access to this question bank also. So I'll share it with you. Don't worry,
All
guys. Okay?
right,
But
sure.
see,
Thank
trust
you.
me on this, that when I was talking about a 300 pages book, that that is way beyond. Forget that. Here I have you know I have written some very crisp notes and concluding notes, but even if you read this without understanding, I don't think so you'll be able to make anything out of it. Still, I will be sharing this with you. Try to understand this. See, the Azure region, this is the typical interview question, and this is not for the experienced guys. Okay, that we will be segregating when we do our interview sessions, mock interview. I'll explain it to you कि किसको किस तरह का questions आने वाला है और आ सकता है. We don't know exactly क्या आएगा, but क्या आ सकता है based on our experience. But जब आप as a fresher वगैरह जाते हो, whoever are here, who have just completed their graduation and fresher, and they are coming here, or maybe just 1 year of 2 year experience, they're showing it on service desk, they're saying that we have not worked on cloud at all. So these kind of questions you get: what are Azure regions, what are availability zone, what are geography, what are data centers, and I have answered them here in these pictures just for your explanation. So you go through this. If you think you can understand by reading, I'm happy to share this with you guys, that too without any charges. Right? If you can understand, well and good. So I'll share this with you, Ajay, don't worry. So yes, I was talking about the portal. So this is the portal, guys. Let's say that I'm talking about a virtual machine. I will explain it to you now, what is virtual machine and everything. Will explain it to you. I'm just answering here someone's question about the Zain's question about reading material. So I'm sharing the knowledge base from where you can read, which will be helpful in interview. Otherwise, you go ahead and you search for Microsoft article and the books. You'll get 300 pages books for one topic that are available. Okay. So the best thing to learn, guys, here, you come to this page of any resource. As of now, I have taken the virtual machine. It could be storage, it could be anything, it could be anything, and read the details on this page, that what all details do you get. And if you want to people who are looking into troubleshooting mode, that what kind of troubleshooting can we do, come here and read this support page. And trust me on this, guys, if you there are you will see uh 8 to 9 scenarios here. Okay, 8 to 9 scenarios here. And if you remember, out of them, if you remember only 3 to 4, let's say minimum three, if you remember, you will be you will clear the interview, no doubt in that, no doubt at all. But 8 scenarios, I'm just talking about one service. There are plenty of services, and then there are plenty of resources, then there are plenty of scenarios. So I'll just show you one for example, that how it looks and what kind of information it gives to you. So you click here on support and troubleshooting, then you click on common problems. Okay, and here it is. In your interview, if you're going for support, most of the questions will be like this. I'm unable to connect to VM. What will you do? My VM is not performing well. What will you do? Client is saying that VM restarted and stopped unexpectedly. What will you do? Or they can ask you, okay, you have worked for 2 years. What kind of issues did you face? How did you troubleshoot them? Is there any programming language used in Azure? Uh, Obviously, yes, you can do. You can use Python, you can use Bash, you can use PowerShell script, you can use anything. You can do the same work using Portal, and you can use do this troubleshooting or creation of these resources using this programming language, and its very own language of Azure. It's JSON. I'll just write it for you if you want. Here it is, JSON. That is the language. It is being used in Azure, but it is not necessary for you to learn that. Without learning that language, you can definitely work on this using the portal and this GUI, graphical user. If you learn, that's a plus. Well and good. I hope that answers your questions, Ubaid.
या ऑलरेडी नो अबाउट जेसन सर, क्योंकि मैं डेवलपर हूँ तो मुझे पता है इन सब चीजों का.
Okay. So what exactly
Yeah.
are you looking for here then, being a developer? Because this course doesn't exactly cover
Yeah, but
that,
I want to become as Azure admin.
administrator. Okay, so great. It will
Yeah.
be it will be a plus for you कि आपको already languages पता है, right? So आप यहाँ पर GUI पे admin वाला ये सीख सकते हो, and then you can use your scripting knowledge over there, including JSON or Bash or Python, whichever you are good at, and then you can have
Yeah,
a
Python.
good result, right? If you know Python, then you can use Terraform also. Using Terraform, it will be easier, बहुत ज़्यादा easy हो जाएगा आपके लिए पूरा का पूरा. इसका एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर करना या एक न्यू और स्क्रैच से एक आपका ये बनाना, व्हाट यू से, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनाना. दैट वी विल सी इन आवर नेक्स्ट सेशंस. Obviously not
Okay.
with language. Here I will be covering using GUI. Maybe last few sessions I'll show few scripts and something, but in case you already know, so well and good for you. Okay, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Sohail, I have one question over here.
Yes, Satar bhai.
This is the free account which you are using the Microsoft Azure, or is this the paid one?
No, this is a trainer account. I get it from Microsoft. We'll
Okay.
we'll
And
discuss
when
that. Yes, Satar. I remember that. I mean, there's no way to forget that. We'll remember that. We'll do that from the day one when we'll discuss. I don't want to do it today because next batch में जब लोग join करेंगे, they will not know कि यार आप लोग इस account पे कहाँ से आ गए directly. इसको open कहाँ से किया था? I don't know. So I don't want that to happen. Hence, today we are not doing that, right? इसीलिए मैंने पहले भी message में कर दिया था कि it's not a technical topic. We are starting just general question and answer. So I won't be showing it today. But yes, to answer your question, we'll definitely have an account. We'll see that उसको कैसे divide करना है. We'll see that. I will explain it to you. किस किस तरह के account होते हैं? Enterprise account, testing account, trainer account, pay as you go account, free account, वो सब क्या होता है? I will explain it to you guys. That is the first lecture in fact. पहले हम discuss करेंगे what is cloud, what is private cloud, what is public cloud, ठीक है? What are the service model? एक बार ये हो जाए, then we'll narrow it down to Azure. ये these questions are common. What is cloud? AWS भी वही है, GCP भी वही है, Azure भी वही है. What are the types of cloud? Applies to all clouds. What are the service model? ये भी सब पे apply होता है. Infrastructure service, platform as a service, सॉफ्टवेयर एज अ सर्विस, Azure, AWS, GCP सब पे अप्लाई होता है. ठीक है, यहाँ तक इट इज बेसिक कॉमन. व्हाट इज सर्वरलेस कंप्यूटिंग, यहाँ तक विल डिस्कस एंड देन विल कम टू Azure. व्हाट इज Azure, उसके
Okay, my
आर्किटेक्चर
question is,
कंपोनेंट.
yeah,
I
my
am
question is,
coming.
in the free account, will we able to get the access to the knowledge base articles?
Yes, you will. I was coming to that. I was just
Okay.
coming to that. So हम लोग यहाँ तक
Okay.
पढ़ेंगे and after this we will start discussing about accounts कि Azure में accounts किस तरह के होते हैं, and then we'll divide few accounts. हम 2-4 accounts बनाते हैं. किसी को मैं अपने trainer वाले account पे दे दूंगा. हम किसी का एक free account बनाते हैं. When we create a free account, they get a credit of 14,000 rupees and validity of 30 days. So 14,000 रुपीज को यूटिलाइज कर भी नहीं पाता 30 डेज में, वो पैसे वेस्ट हो जाते हैं. सो वी विल प्लान दैट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हम किसी 5 लोगों का एक ग्रुप बनाते हैं, उनमें से कोई एक, ओनली 1 पर्सन विल परचेज, विल टेक दैट फ्री अकाउंट एंड दे विल दैट पर्सन विल गिव एक्सेस टू रिमेनिंग 4. तो वो ग्रुप आपस में प्रैक्टिस कर सकता है एंड देन दे विल मेक श्योर कि वो 14,000 रुपीज को यूटिलाइज कर पाए पूरा 30 डेज में. आफ्टर दैट 30 डेज उन 5 में से कोई दूसरा बंदा बना लेगा, कोई दूसरी बंदी बना लेगी एंड देन दे विल शेयर इट. That is the plan I had in my mind. So that's what we will do. because if every one of you start purchasing or if taking free account, that is also fine, वो भी आप कर सकते हो, right? But you will not be able to utilize your amount. 14,000 आप एक महीने में use भी नहीं कर पाओगे उसको पूरा, right? So it's better that हम bulk बना के group बनाकर purchase करेंगे, purchase as in free account लेंगे, we'll divide that, उसमें आप लोग group में practice भी कर पाओगे, and then you will have that feeling also that you're working with a team. You will get to see how to give access and everything. Can I go with Azure Cloud and data science? Yeah, why not? I mean, see, data science, you can do data science on cloud, but this class is for administrator. This has nothing to do with data science. Azure and data science are not two different things. In Azure, we have Azure Administrator, which we are doing. In Azure, we have Azure Architecture, which we are doing. In Azure, we have Azure Developers, like Obed Bhai said. In Azure, you will have data science also. So Azure, it's not what we are doing, but our class has nothing to do with data science. So if you're exploring something at data science side, it could be an analytics or engineer, data engineer, something. This is not the class, because we are not at all discussing. We won't be discussing any services which are related to data science, because that is not the scope of our this one. It's not a scope of our training. Okay, guys. So I was coming here answering to Zain's question. This is where you can come and see. This is the topic. Cannot connect to VM. Now maybe you will learn the troubleshooting in this training. I'll show you the troubleshooting, but how to explain it, that is the task, or that is an art which will help you to clear your interview. So you can come here, click on this troubleshooting, select option, any option. Okay, any option you can select, and here it is. It will give you some details, some troubleshooting steps if you want to reset your NIC. So what you understood here, that if you have problem connecting your VM, one of the troubleshooting steps is connecting your NIC, resetting your NIC. Okay, if you have already tried that solution, then what is the next step is available? See, you can check the connection, you can check the connection attempted from this, which IP it is coming from. So this is the portal, guys. You can come here and you can explore all this, and I told you there are 8 or 10, maybe it's more than 10. So out of this, if you remember, only 3 or 4, and at the time of interview, if you explain, because they won't give you इतना कोई नासा का इंटरव्यू नहीं लेते वो भी यार के जो वो he will come up with his own scenario, नहीं नहीं इसी का आंसर बताओ, थोड़ा कैजुअल वो भी होता है, right? They will say, okay, you have worked for 3 years, so tell me what was the difficult task you handle, or what was the most common task you handle. So you pick some of task from here, like plant maintenance. You can say plant maintenance हम लोग हमेशा करते थे, maybe every Friday or every Friday of second week we used to do plant maintenance. So what do you used to do in plant maintenance? You can click here on troubleshoot and you will get the steps. What is the common issue you used to face? What your clients used to complain? You can say VM not booting. This is the common issue I have faced. Okay, so what you used to do? The moment you say that I have faced this common issue, the next question will be, what was the error and what is the issue, what did you do to resolve that? So this could be the issues. VM not booting, what could be the issue? VM operating system is not booting. VM operating system is in a reboot lab matlab, sorry, reboot loop matlab start हो रहा है then बंद हो रहा है, start हो रहा है then बंद हो रहा है, start हो रहा है then बंद हो रहा है. You are not able to do anything. So what did you do in those cases? So इतने सारे troubleshooting steps or everything of this we cannot cover in our class. 550 hours की जगह 500 hours पे चली जाएगी, right? But this is the place you can go ahead and see. It will give you step by step everything what needs to be done. You read it from here, you practice it. इसको duplicate open कर लो, or use 2 screens, or pair up with someone, group बना लो, do whatever you want. I mean, we will be discussing that. I'll be sharing it with you how to do that, right? So you can read from here, apply here, read from here, apply here. By this, you will get that feeling that you have literally worked on issues, cannot start or stop VM. Okay, so this is the very helpful section, guys. Make sure you keep on going reading this. So I hope then that answers your question. So one thing is this OneNote you can read, other thing the books you can read, and the preferred one I say OneNote for interview questions, plus this one for scenarios. The most common questions, guys, like we have We have to explain star situation, task, action, resolution. Sort of, yes, Ramesh, correct. Okay, so I was saying the most common question which I get to hear from all of you जो भी training join करता है, that will we get to learn something in a live environment, and I was very blunt about it, very honest about it, that I cannot give you a live environment. Yes, if few of you come offline, I can show you, I can ask few of my friends and old students to get their laptop and you can see how it works, but I cannot get that in recording or live session. So live environment I cannot give you. Lab environment I'll give you, practice sessions I'll give you, but this is nothing less than live environment. Live environment में इससे बढ़ के कुछ भी नहीं आता है. मेजोरिटी ऑफ द टाइम यही आता है कि आपका वीएम बूट नहीं हो रहा है, वीएम स्टॉप नहीं हो रहा है, स्टार्ट नहीं हो रहा है, पासवर्ड का किसी का इशू है, राइट? दीज आर द इश्यूज ऑफ एडमिन गेस्ट का, इसका कोई इशू, बैकअप एंड रिस्टोर के इश्यूज है, right? So if you follow this, and this is just about VM I'm talking about, guys, okay? So if you go for storage, you will have its own troubleshooting. अगर storage पे जाते हो तो उसका अलग से troubleshooting है. You pick any service and you will have that troubleshooting वाला section जो है वो कहीं पर भी होगा, and that is the best way for you to learn. Here it is. You can give your problem and then you get the recommended solution also. If you do not get your proper solution, then you can create a case also, that you can do. You pick any service, load balancer, be it load balancer or be it anything. I'm not sure if I have any load balance here. Let me see. And what are these services? We'll discuss that later, guys. Okay, don't get confused. I'm just showing some random services to you. I told you right clearly that this today we are not talking anything technically. I'm just showing it to you that from where can you read, from where can you get some knowledge. So these are this is the section, this help section. You can always explore it and you will get many of the ideas, many of the troubleshooting steps from here. Okay, so we have 6 minutes left here in this session. We might have another one. If you guys have any questions, let me know if you have any questions, guys. Anyone?
No, Sohail.
Okay, one thing, let's quickly address this. Many people told me that they are not able to access the Excel file which I shared with them. I'll just show it to you. It is accessible. I tried it without login, without any this one. Sorry. Yes, guys. Meanwhile, anyone has any question, please let me know.
Swirl Bay, it is not accessing from mobile. That's
No,
all.
it won't work. I
We
told you
cannot
guys.
able to.
No, not from mobile. I told you guys, not from mobile. You'll have to use a laptop. And guys, this is not only for the Excel file. I would request you, try to attend the sessions using your, if you're serious about learning, rest up to you. I leave it up to you guys. It's your decision. But if you're serious about learning, you will have to get rid of the mobile phone for attending the class. By the way, see, this is how it is. I just copied the link, the one which I shared with you on WhatsApp, and I pasted here in browser, and I have edit access here. I am not even logged in from any Google account. Forget the same Google account. I'm not even logged in using any Google account, and I do have save access here. Okay, so just make sure that you open it in a browser. Okay, right. So
Swirl
guys,
Bay, can you ping this link in the chat? Because from mobile, I can't forward that link to my personal company laptop.
okay, got it, got it.
So,
Sharing it. Here it is. I've shared it.
so,
Everyone can see it. I've shared it already. So you guys can try. If someone who was not able to do this, you guys can try it. Okay, so if you see, I have access here, edit access. I have already got it, so you guys should have it here. I'm not even logged in, right? So guys, I was saying that please try to attend the session using your laptop or at least a tab. Minimum requirement is tab, because when I start teaching, and if I show you some small options which are very crucial, they do ask those options in interview, and you will require that you will not be able to work without them. You might miss those options. I'll share an example with you here. Let's say that if I'm showing something that, okay, if there is some issue under this virtual machine, if you have some issues related to password, so you guys should come here under help and click on reset password, and this is what you should do, right? So here on the screen it looks good, but when you do in mobile, while I'm saying this, while I'm scrolling it here, and when the next page appears, highly chances that you will miss it. You won't even realize where did I click. So I'm requesting you try to attend the session using your laptop, or minimum a tab, at least a 7 or 8 inch tab. So you should be able to see where am I clicking. If I say that I want to create a DNS for this machine, or I want to change the DNS, I'll say, okay, so here it is. We'll click on overview, and we'll go to DNS name. I'll click here, and this is how you change. Okay. When you're on phone, highly chances that you might miss it. Where did I click? Here I'll show you, okay, this is how you can change, write something and click on save, and your name will be changed. Okay, what are the error message are you getting and everything here. So this is very difficult. Look at this page, guys, how small it is. I mean, the font, and it has too much of data, right? So it's very difficult to understand this on a mobile phone. So I'd request you to join it using a laptop. So guys, unless you have any questions, I guess I've got it for today. So if you have any questions, we can have another session. Otherwise, we can wrap it up for today. And from next weekend, we'll start the session. Before that, I would request everyone to make the fees, update the file. If you have any questions, do ask me. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, any doubt, anything or related to course or cloud, or if you want to discuss whether your profile is suitable or not, I don't want to do this, guys, that only take fees from you. And even if you're coming from some marketing background, you have completed your BA, and then I'm giving you false hopes. Job ho jayega just because I want to take fees. No, I don't want your fees, guys. If you, I think that this is not suitable for you, I'll clearly tell you that this is not suitable for you. But that does not mean that someone who's coming from a non-technical background like BA, and who's coming from a non-technical experience, they cannot do it. In our previous batches, we have examples and experiences that they're coming from a different domain altogether, not even technical guy, not BCA, not BCS, not MCA, not engineering, but they have cracked it and they have got the job. But it requires a lot of practice and then dedication. So guys, unless you have any questions, I'll stop the session. Only 1 minute is left, and we'll start from next week. We'll start at the same time. Meanwhile, you guys can get in touch with me if you have any questions.
Can we use a company portal? Like I have a Azure portal of my company.
No,
Can I
don't
use that for the practice?
No, don't use that. I'll
Okay.
never recommend that. Don't use that. I'll give you the access. Don't worry.
Sure, thank you.
Okay, guys, then see you next week.
Solvay can't access that link due to restriction. Shall I ping one-on-one to
Yes,
you
yes,
separate
yeah, I will
video?
check. Yes, I will check one-on-one then.
Okay.
Okay, guys, then we'll stop the session for today. Thank you.
No problem, Soil. Thank you so much, Soil, once
Thank
again.
you so much,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you, Soul. Bye.
Thank you.